Hello, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will talk about relations from one set to another set and their domain and range. So let's define what we mean by relation first. A relation is simply a correspondence or a mapping from one set A to another set B. So if you have a set A here and a set B here, so a relation is a correspondence from this set to that set. So for example, we can pick an element X from here, and we can pick an element Y from here. And if these two elements are related by a particular relation, then we have this X mapping to that Y over there. And this particular mapping we can write as order pair XY. So there are basically two ways to write down a relation. One is just listing all the order pairs like this, and the other one is displaying in a diagram like what we just did. So let's look at those examples next. All right, so here we are given a relation from A to B. The relation is square of X is Y. So you see 0 is being mapped to 0 because square of 0 is 0. 1 is being mapped to 1 because square of 1 is 1. Negative 1 is being mapped to 1 because square of negative 1 is also 1. And the same thing with 2 and negative 2. They both are being mapped to 4 because square of those is 4. So now it wants us to write down the order pairs for this relation. If we denote this relation by R, we can say R equals this set of order pairs. The first one we have here is 0, 0. So 0 being mapped to 0, that we can write as 0, 0. The next one is 1 being mapped to 1. So that we can write as 1, 1. The next one is negative 1 being mapped to 1. Negative 1, 1. Next one is 2 being mapped to 4. 2, 4, and negative 2, 4. So this is the order pair representation of this relation given in the diagram. We have the next example here. Here the relation is being a mother. X is a mother of Y, or an element of A is a mother of an element in B. So we can again, if we denote this relation by M, we can again list the order pairs in the relation M. So the first one will be Mary. So Mary is being mapped to Michael. So this is one order pair. The next one would be Mary, and Mary is being mapped to John. So Mary, John. We are done with Mary. Next one is Jane is being mapped to Nancy. And Jane is also being mapped to Peter. So Jane, Peter. And the last one is Rita is being mapped to Jessica. So this relation contains these 5 order pairs. Now let's talk about domain and range of relations. For a relation from one set to another, domain is the set of values in the first set. And the range is the set of values in the second set. So basically, if we are talking about a relation from A to B, the domain will be over here and the range will be in the set B. So domain is all X values and the range is all Y values if we are mapping X values to Y values. Next, let's look at some examples. List the domain and range in the following relation. So we said domain is all X values. So we can write as a list. We have 0, 1, -1, 2, and -2. So this is the domain. All these X values, all the values from the first set is domain. And the range is all the values that are being mapped to from the first set. So in this case, we have 0, 1, and 4. This is the range. The domain is simply the values from the first set. Range is the values from the second set. Let's figure out the domain and range here also. The domain is again the values in the first set. So they would be Mary, Jane, and Rita. And the range is the values in the second set. So we have Nancy, Peter, Michael, Jessica, and John. So this is the range for this particular relation. So we will talk a lot more about relations and functions and domain and range in our next videos, but this is all for now. Thank you for watching. See you later.